Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat Saves and I'm on a mission to help you shop smarter and save money. Welcome back to episode 2 in my series Christmas on a Budget, and today we are going to be talking about how to have an affordable yet delicious Christmas dinner. So if you haven't seen episode 1, please make sure, wait a minute, this isn't even episode 2, this is episode 3. This is episode 3. I can't even believe I forgot. I just filmed episode 2. Okay. Episode 1 was about affordable gift ideas. Episode 2 was about smart shopping strategies. And episode 3, which is what you are watching, I'm pretty sure is about affordable Christmas dinners. Okay, so let's get into it. Christmas can be an expensive time of year, but with a little planning, you can create a feast that looks and tastes incredible without breaking the bank. I'm going to talk you through each part of the Christmas dinner with examples of places to buy the best bits. Plus, I'm going to give you some extra tips for saving money along the way. And please let me know in the comments, who does the Christmas dinner in your household? Is it just like one person who completely takes charge and does the whole thing, or is it a group effort? Please let me know. Let's start with the star of the show. It is the main dish. For many people, that is a turkey just because that's tradition, really, but it doesn't have to be a turkey. Just remember that. If you don't want a turkey, or if you're on a budget, or if you just want something different, I've got some great alternatives for you as well. Turkey is definitely the classic Christmas option, and it doesn't have to be expensive if you do choose a turkey. You can find frozen turkeys at discount supermarkets like Lidl or Aldi, often for as little as £15 to £25 for a 4 to 5 kilogram bird. You'll still feed a family of 6 with this, and the leftovers can go a long way for sandwiches or soups. Also consider just a turkey breast instead of a whole turkey if you are cooking for a smaller group. There is no need to overbuy and have tons of leftovers if it's not really necessary. And these can cost around £8 frozen, which I think is a really good price. Frozen turkeys are often cheaper than fresh ones, and the quality is just as good once it is roasted. If you're looking for the best deal, shop early and check out the supermarket specials, and make sure to look in the sales in the weeks leading up to Christmas. If you're not a fan of turkey, ham is another great and often cheaper option. You can find a decent sized 500 gram ham joint for around £5 to £7, and this is just an unseasoned standard joint of ham. It is perfect for feeding a small group, and you can even use the leftovers again in sandwiches or in soups the next day. But if you do have a bigger budget, you could opt for something a little bit more luxury in the luxury ranges of the supermarkets, such as the Tesco Finest Winter Citrus Spiced Ham Joint for £19. That was a mouthful to speak. But there are honestly a lot of different options out there to suit your personal budget. And I personally love a honey glazed ham. I think they are so delicious. They are sweet, savoury, and it makes a beautiful centerpiece for the table. Look out for deals in supermarkets, especially in the week leading up to Christmas. I already think £5 for a ham joint is a great deal for Christmas dinner. That is so affordable, and that is going to be the main thing on the plate. And for those of you looking for a vegetarian option, consider a nut roast or a stuffed butternut squash. Both of these dishes are hearty, flavorful, and budget friendly. You can buy a nut roast pre-made for around £3 to £8, or have a go at making your own. It just consists of nuts, grains, vegetable oil, broth or butter, and seasonings. A good nut roast mix can be found in supermarkets, or a whole pre-made nut roast and stuffed squash recipes usually just require seasonal vegetables like butternut squash, onions and rice, which are really inexpensive, especially if you buy them from local farmers markets, or if you buy something like rice in bulk. You probably already have a lot of the things that go into a stuffed squash already at home in your cupboards. Now let's move on to the sides. These are the dishes that really round out your Christmas dinner, and luckily there are plenty of affordable options. So mashed potatoes on a Christmas dinner, what are your thoughts? Please let me know. It is one of the easiest sides to make on a budget. You can grab a 2 kilogram bag of Maris Piper potatoes for as little as £1.79 in Asda, and that's enough to feed like 6 to 8 people. Of course, there are different types of potato you can use, but you're not going to be paying more than about £2 for a 2 kilogram bag. You just need some butter, milk, and a bit of seasoning, and you've got yourself a creamy mashed potato side. If you want to make your potatoes extra creamy without the extra cost, try swapping some of the milk for cream cheese or sour cream. Both are inexpensive and add great texture, so look out for deals on the run up to Christmas for potatoes. In recent years, all the big supermarkets have had massive savings on Christmas veg, so definitely wait for that before you buy any. Personally, I love a roast potato on a Christmas dinner. My absolute favourite, and the crispier the better. Again, all you need is a bag of potatoes, some seasonings such as salt, pepper and rosemary, and cook it in some kind of oil or fat. Goose fat gives the tastiest and crispiest roast potato, but coconut oil is also a very good option, and it's a bit healthier for you. Stuffing is another budget-friendly, easy side. You can get a box of stuffing mix for around 45p in Tesco if you go for the own brand option, which I think is a really nice one, or it's about £1 to £2 for a branded one, which again is still quite affordable. You can also buy pre-made stuffing or stuffing balls, which I have personally never tried, and it is a bit more expensive, but you might find it a bit easier. You can get 12 pre-made stuffing balls in Tesco for £2.40. Honestly, even though the stuff in the box is really cheap, it is still delicious. I think it's really nice. Stuffing and turkey is honestly just an elite combo. So vegetables are obviously a must for any Christmas dinner, and they're actually going to be the cheapest things on the plate. Fresh seasonal vegetables like carrots, parsnips and cabbage are great options, and they tend to be very affordable at this time of year too. Like I said previously, most supermarkets have massive discounts on vegetables on the run up to Christmas. So you can get a kilogram bag of carrots for around 15p, I think it was last year. That is an absolute bargain. That is such a great deal, and with that many carrots, you'll probably have leftovers too. And remember, you can always freeze vegetables for later. And of course, you cannot forget the gravy. You can either make your own using the turkey drippings or use a ready-made gravy mix. A tub of own brand gravy granules is only 73p in Tesco. Aldi also does a really good one for only £1.09, and this is in a slightly bigger size, and it is really quick and easy to make if you do choose this option. But if you are making your own, you can stretch the turkey drippings with a bit of stock to make it go further, and that is another money saver. So let's move on to the snacks and party food. These are the little nibbles that keep everyone happy while the main meal is being prepared, and they don't have to be fancy or expensive. Start with a simple cheese board. You cannot go wrong with a cheese board, honestly. You don't need to buy expensive cheeses either. Cheddar, brie, and some crackers are more than enough. You can also add grapes, nuts, and olives, which are inexpensive and they look great on the table. You can find really affordable cheeses in most supermarkets for £5 or less, and even if you're on a tight budget, just having a couple of cheeses makes a nice spread. You don't need to do too many. Again, there is no need to go overboard and overbuy. You can also buy cheese selections with a few different cheeses in for only £5 to £10, depending on how much you want. Pigs in blankets are a Christmas essential. They can be a part of Christmas dinner or as a snack or starter. I would personally just eat these all day and be perfectly happy. Frozen pigs in blankets are a great option because you can get 20 for about £4, or fresh ones, which typically come in packs of 12 for around £2.50 from most supermarkets. Again, have a look out for deals and discounts around Christmas. You can often get pigs in blankets on a multi-buy deal along with all the other party food items. Every major supermarket around Christmas has a multi-buy offer for party food. This will be in the fresh and frozen section, and it will typically be a 2 for 3 or a 3 for 4 mix and match party food. You can get all sorts of goodies in this deal, such as spring rolls, mini pizzas, sausage rolls. Honestly, I am getting hungry just talking about this. After I film this video, I am gonna go and buy some pigs in blankets, 100%. Simple dips like sour cream and onion or guacamole are really easy to make yourself, and they do cost very little. Pair these with some crisps, crackers or veggie sticks for a light snack before dinner. You can also obviously buy pre-made dips individually, or you can get those dip selections where you get like 4 different ones all together, and they're only going to cost you about £3. Finally, let's talk about desserts. So Christmas desserts can be pricey, but there are plenty of really affordable options too. Mince pies are obviously a Christmas classic. You can buy a pack of 6 for about £1 to £2 from most supermarkets. You can even get a little fancy by warming them up and adding whipped cream or custard on the side. I am personally not a fan of mince pies. I just can't get behind them. I'm sorry, but supermarkets these days actually do tons of interesting alternatives. I know I've seen salted caramel pies, apple crumble pies, things like that for people who are not mince pie fans. So there are definitely different options out there. Trifle is another really easy to make dessert, and honestly it just looks really nice on the table as well. You can layer up some sponge cake, jelly, custard and whipped cream for a show-stopping dessert that costs less than £5 to make for about 6 to 8 people. Of course, you could also buy one pre-made. Asda does a standard 600 gram trifle for only £3. I've also seen loads of variations of this as well, such as a millionaire's trifle or a black forest trifle, which both look really interesting. Gingerbread men are such a Christmassy treat. These are really fun to make and the ingredients are super affordable. Flour, sugar and spices are really all you need, and you can decorate them however you like. They also make great gifts. I'm definitely going to have a go at making gingerbread this year. I have never done it before, but I love baking, so I'm totally going to give it a go. And really, you know, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? So now we've gone through all the main elements of the Christmas dinner, I want to share some extra money saving tips to help you keep costs down without compromising on flavour or quality. These are little strategies I've picked up over the years that will make a big difference when you're planning your Christmas dinner. First up, shop early for non-perishable items. One of the best ways to save money is to avoid last-minute panic buys. Supermarkets start rolling out their Christmas sales in early November, and they often offer great discounts on food weeks before Christmas. Don't wait until the last minute. Start buying non-perishable items like stuffing mixes and cranberry sauce in advance, and freeze things like turkey or ham if you buy early. Keep an eye out for special promotions such as buy one get one free, or bulk discounts on items like potatoes, carrots or even alcohol. You can freeze a lot of items like meat or vegetables and defrost them just before Christmas. This gives you a lot more flexibility and a better chance to grab the best prices. Frozen food is your friend when it comes to Christmas dinner. Whether it's party food, meats or desserts, frozen items can save you a lot of money, and the quality is often just as good as fresh. Buying frozen means it lasts longer and saves you from wasting food. For the main course, a frozen turkey or ham is often much cheaper than fresh, and the taste doesn't change much after cooking. If you're buying a turkey, go for a frozen one rather than fresh. Just make sure to give yourself enough time to defrost it properly. And don't forget frozen desserts like Christmas pudding. And don't forget frozen desserts like Christmas puddings, cakes and pastries. These can honestly just be a lifesaver if you are short on time or you just want to save a little bit of money. Another great way to save money is to plan your meals around what's in season. Seasonal ingredients are not only fresher but often much cheaper than out of season produce. For example, root vegetables like carrots, parsnips and potatoes are in season during Christmas, so they'll be more affordable than other types of vegetables. Similarly, cabbage and Brussels sprouts are in their prime during the winter months. By choosing recipes that use in-season ingredients, you will get way more for your money and your food is going to taste great. You could also incorporate seasonal fruits like apples and pears into the desserts you make. Leftovers are your best friend during Christmas. You can turn yesterday's Christmas dinner into today's delicious meals, which saves both time and money. For example, leftover turkey can be used for sandwiches, soups, salads, or even turkey curry. So I actually know someone who makes a turkey pie the day after Christmas, and everybody absolutely raves about it. It is turned into another tradition of their own, having the turkey pie after Christmas, which I think is honestly an incredible idea. Similarly, leftover vegetables like carrots and parsnips can be made into a tasty vegetable soup, and stuffing can be used as a side dish the next day or even turned into stuffing balls to accompany other meals. By getting creative with leftovers, you'll stretch your Christmas budget even further, and you'll have something tasty to look forward to after the big day. This also means if you are eating your leftovers, you don't have to go out and buy even more food. Don't forget to shop around for the best deals. Check apps and online shopping platforms like Amazon, Ocado, or even local farmers markets for deals on fresh ingredients or bulk items. If you're able to, compare prices for items like turkeys, hams, and specialty ingredients at different stores. You'd be surprised at how much you can save just by putting in a little extra effort. Use tools like price comparison apps or websites to help you track down the best prices for things like festive food and snacks. Even just a few extra minutes of research can really add up to significant savings over time. And my last money saving tip is to use what you already have in terms of Christmas decor. If you're hosting guests, instead of buying new Christmas plates and glasses, just use what's in your cupboard. You really don't have to buy something new every year. You also don't have to decorate the table at all if you don't want to, or if you think it's unnecessary. It won't affect how good the meal is if you don't have a Christmas themed tablecloth. Using what you already own really cuts down on unnecessary spending, and it helps you make the most out of what you already have. And that's a wrap on my affordable Christmas dinner guide, with plenty of extra tips to save you money this Christmas. Remember, it's not about how much you spend, but the thought, love, and effort you put into making a memorable meal. With a little planning, creativity, and some savvy shopping, you can have a fantastic Christmas dinner without breaking the bank. I really hope these tips help you have a stress-free, affordable Christmas. If you found this video useful, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more money saving and smart shopping tips. Oh, and make sure you do share this video with someone who might need help with their Christmas meal planning.